Chris Carter trashes Chad Johnson's career after hearing Chad Johnson and Travis Hunter have a fun back and forth, going at it and talking. You know how Chad do, talking about he'll route Travis Hunter up, and Hunter talking about what do you do to him. You know, they was going back and forth. So Chris Carter decides to chime in after hearing these two go back and forth. Let's check it out.
Go back to points in Chad's career where, and definitely the point he was in New England, you had to go out there and tell him what to do because he couldn't get open to save his life. So I remember times he had an NFL uniform open that he couldn't get open against average guys.
Guys that were worse than that weren't near as good as Hunter.
There's nothing that pissed me off more than old guys who used to be able to do something, and when they recall what they did, they swear up and down that it was better than how they did it.
To me, that's like the old school, hey, like, you young boys don't know what you're doing. Like,
Chris Carter is really starting to feel himself, you know what I mean, when he gets in front of these mics. Chris Carter must think he's a top 5 all-time wide receiver. That's who he believe he is if he's talking like this, and especially coming at Chad Ochocinco. Yes, I think Chris Carter, he was great during his time. He was a hell of a route runner. He ran some hell of a routes, and he had some of the best hands in football. That's what he was known for, route running and having really good hands, right? But he is really beside himself coming for Chad Johnson. And he was nothing more than a possession receiver. That's all Chris Carter was, a possession receiver. A receiver that catches the ball and is immediately tackled. That's what a possession receiver is. They have no yak. Chris Carter is overrated. As a cornerback, understand what I'm saying. As a cornerback, what do I have to worry about covering a guy like Chris Carter? I'm not worried about him running past me. What Chris Carter did in his career wasn't anything special. Maybe above average, but it wasn't anything special. His highest yards per reception in his career was 13 yards. And then Randy Moss came and tied Chris Carter's career highs in receiving yards. Randy Moss came to that team and outshine Chris Carter. How does Chris Carter feel he has the right to come for Chad Johnson?